this is Miss Bam Bam, and beside me is Miss Taryn. And Miss Taryn, would you like to introduce yourself a bit?
Yeah. Hello everyone, I'm Miss Taryn, and I've been working at Fairchild for the past 3 years. I absolutely love being an early years teacher, and I'm really excited to share our book of the day.
So, alright, so for Goodreads of the week, Miss Taryn has brought us a book. Maybe
sure, may I show everyone?
Yes, we should talk about this book.
All right, so this book is called Guess How Much I Love You. And this book is an absolute favorite.
I love this book. I love this book.
It's beautiful. It's a very heartwarming story, and I think what's so special about it is that it's enjoyed by children right from when they're in your arms, right to like when they going out of kindergarten, and even myself, I love it. So
yeah,
I think
actually maybe a lot of people have this book in their house, but they might not be able to know how to read it in the best way. So maybe we'll demonstrate how this book should be read.
Sure, yeah. Okay, well, let's take it away. Right. All right. So before I read a book, I always kind of like to engage children maybe with a question or some kind of provocation, just to see what their ideas are. Yes. Especially like this book.
And it puts them into context, right? So it's a good idea to do that.
That's it, and to see their ideas, to see what they're already thinking.
Right.
And this book is about, it says, guess how much I love you, and love is quite a big concept.
But I'm sure they know of it, because I'm sure their parents will be telling them, oh, I love you all the time, right?
Absolutely.
So what kind of question do you usually start them with?
Sure. So for this book, I'd probably ask them to think of something that they really love, or someone that they really love.
Right.
And then I'd ask them, how can you show that?
Daddy.
That's it. Exactly. They'd always have like an answer of someone that they love, or maybe a favorite toy, and then
a hamster. McQueen. Mr. McQueen here.
He's well loved. Yeah. Right. And then ask them, how could you show that?
Right.
Could you show how big that is, or how small that is?
Right.
Could you use your body to show it?
Right.
So that's kind of how I'd.
And how do they usually answer? Like this big, or like?
Yeah, often it's interesting with love is that often it will be quite big. Right. Whole star jump, so that's really cool. It's a great way to start off. Yeah, and then we'll jump into the book. So, there we go. I'd show them over here. Look who we have. Can you see? There we go.
I guess it's always good to use props when it comes to kids, right?
Absolutely.
You always try to like bring in props when you're reading to the kids?
Yeah, I try to as much as possible, and just simple things from home. So if you do have a bunny, you can.
And they usually do.
Yeah,
someone usually gets somebody like a bunny. So like I'm pretty sure bunny is always like a constant in the household.
Exactly. So yeah, there we go. You got your prop, and you can start off with and kind of say, oh, what can you see over here? Who? Or what do you think the story is about? And then often you'll get bunny. Right, yeah. So and then I'd start off. So I'll start over here, and I'd say, little nut brown hare who was going to bed held on tight to big nut brown hare. Very long ears. So also exaggerating some of the words, like long. I might make that sort of, and I try to make myself as animated as possible as well.
I think with younger kids especially, you have to really do that to get them interested in reading, right? Yeah.
Definitely.
Voices and all that.
That's it. It brings them into the story, and they immediately feel captivated. So then we'll go on and say, he wanted to be sure that big nut brown hare was listening. Guess how much I love you, he said.
Oh, is it me?
Go for it.
I'm big?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to be the big one. Okay.
I'll put it in the middle.
I don't think I could guess that, said big nut brown hare.
This much, said little nut brown hare, stretching out his arms as wide as they could go.
Aww.
So yes.
That's so sweet.
And that's definitely, at this point, that's definitely when I bring in an action of like stretching. I tell everyone, stretch, can you show me how far? Can you stretch to the wall? Or
I'm sure they would have so much fun like stretching.
Oh, absolutely. All right. Big nut brown hare had even longer arms.
But I love you this much, he said.
That is a lot, thought little nut brown hare. I love you as high as I can reach, said little nut brown hare, reaching up high.
This is like practically an exercise like book, in a way.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very good for physical development.
Right.
Another thing, like just while we're, on this page, you can see the words such as high, far. It's actually a really great book to teach a little bit of numeracy or math.
Right, yeah, for sure.
Teaching measurement. So yeah, there we go. It's a great introduction into that.
I love you as high as I can reach, said Big Nut Brown Hare.
That is quite high, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. I wish I had arms like that.
Such a cute book. I really like this book.
The illustrations are
I
really
know.
beautiful. Then Little Nut Brown Hare had a good idea. He tumbled upside down and reached up the tree trunk with his feet. I love you all the way up to my toes, he said. So again, really, really great
Good,
vocabulary.
yeah.
Tumbled. Yeah.
And upside down as well, like with directions and all that.
That's
Yeah.
it. There's a lot of directional language in the book,
Right.
above, below, so it's also really great exposing children to that. Even from early on, they're
Right.
taking that in.
I think a lot of parents like do not utilize the books as much. They just like read the story, right? But in fact, even like a simple book like this, there's so much to teach a child.
Absolutely,
Right.
yeah. And you can start right there with upside down. You can ask them like, can you go upside down? And they
Yeah.
will love that. They will love
That's
rolling
true.
upside down. So
And I love you all the way up to your toes, said Big Brown Hare, swinging him up over his head.
so again, that would be really fun. You can
This is quite competitive,
swing.
actually.
It is. It is.
Quite competitive.
I love you as high as I can hop, laughed Little Nut Brown Hare, bouncing up and down. So again, you can get
Yeah.
bouncing, and this is really fun. Kids love it, and you can tie in a song with this as well.
Right.
So there's lots of great like bunny songs that you could then stop and play, and or just
Right.
use your voice to sing it. You know, to bring in a little bit of song and add to the story. And children often like that when
I'm
you just
sure they do. But I love you as high as I can hop, smiled Big Nut Brown Hare, and he hopped so high that his ears touched the branches above.
That's good hopping, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. I wish I could hop like that.
Oh.
I love you all the way down the lane as far as the river, cried Little Nut Brown Hare.
I love you across the river and over the hills, said Big Nut Brown Hare.
So probably with this as well, like if is it all the way down the
down,
lane?
yeah.
And I would ask my children, okay, let's go all the way down the lane, and then we might,
Where's the lane?
yeah, that's it. And we might count our steps, you know, step,
Right.
let's step. How far is the lane?
Right.
How far are we going? So again, bringing in that concept of measurement and numeracy in a fun, playful way that children
Right.
don't even
And
realize.
they don't even realize they're learning. Exactly. I
That's
think
it.
that's the best way to learn.
Absolutely. That's very far, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. He was almost too sleepy to think any more. Then he looked beyond the thorn bushes, out into the big, dark night. Nothing could be further than the sky. So again, I would ask children, is there anything further? Can you think of anything
Like,
further
how
than
far
the
is the sky?
That's it. And actually interesting here, this will show children's knowledge of space.
Right.
Sometimes they'll be like, oh,
Other planets.
that's it, yeah. The galaxy, or, you know, and it reveals a lot of what children already know.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's
So
good to connect the knowledge as well. Right?
that's it, absolutely. And it's kind of blending all of their learning all together and giving them an opportunity to share that, right?
Yeah.
I love you right up to the moon, he said, and closed his eyes.
Oh, that's far, said Big Nut Brown Hare. That is very, very far.
Big Nut Brown Hare settled Little Nut Brown Hare into his bed of leaves. He leaned over and kissed him goodnight. Mwah!
So sweet.
It looks
It's a
very
perfect
cozy.
like bedtime story, in fact.
It is, absolutely. It's a great bedtime story. And then I would ask, oh, I wonder what he'll say now. I wonder what Big Nut Brown Hare will say now. So it'd be interesting to see what children...
Have them guessing as well.
That's
yeah.
it, absolutely. Then he lay down close by and whispered with a smile,
I love you right up to the moon and back. This is such a
end.
great book. I love this book. So sweet.
Yeah, it's a beautiful book and really just, you know, it's loved by so many children. I think that's the
know.
thing.
Yes.
So
This is a fantastic book, and we hope that you guys will like it as much as we do.
yeah, do try it at home. Yeah.
Yeah. So see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.